Wait, have you ever seen aliens before?
Yes.
Bro, mind you, we taking a lot of
Okay, how did you see the aliens?
Oh, man. It was in a sleep paralysis state.
What's going on in Turkey? There was this huge storm with lightning and thunder, and a face appeared in the sky. Check it out.
Do you guys see that outline out there? You guys see that big snake dragon looking outline in the waters of Venezuela and Haiti, Puerto Rico, Jamaica out there? Do you guys see that? Do you guys know what this is? Because this right here is what got my main TikTok account shut down in the first place.
Kansas City, Missouri, Mount Moriah. What is this place?
That the CIA can take over your car's steering at any moment. Yeah, look at Vault 7.
Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching on your TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I ain't gonna hold you. I love y'all collective. I hope y'all doing good. Spam up, let me know how y'all feeling today. Remember, brighter days is coming, even if it's tough today. But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Thank you again for riding. And please come back again.
I want to be stepmother so much and so bad. You want to take my place? Here, you can have it. You can have it. I'm dropping him off so you can play stepmommy or mommy or whatever, and he can finally be a dad and stop ripping and running the streets. So you know what? Here you go. You want to be mommy so bad? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Do you understand? There you go. There you go. There, you stand with your dad and your stepmom. Help!
That's messed up. Shout out to Seti Nash, man. That's a messed up mom.
Yo, what's going on in Turkey? There was this huge storm with lightning and thunder, and a face appeared in the sky. Check it out. And it looks like the face of a certain dictator, if you know what I'm getting at. But they thought that it was a demon and everyone was freaking out and panicking. What do you see? Let me know in the comments below.
That's Project Bluebeam, bro. And that, I thought I was tripping when I thought that looked like who I thought it looked like. Y'all let me know, man. I thought I was tripping.
Talk that, look, there's a door in the basement of the Pentagon that I saw when I was younger. My mom snuck me down in that when she worked there, okay? It was supposed to be quick. She was supposed to just run down there and grab something and go. We got caught. She got in trouble. Anyways, back to the door. The door that I saw, it's never left my mind. For 20 plus years, I've wondered what the fuck was behind this door, okay? So we're walking down the halls. This is in the basement. There's 2 basement levels, okay? There's 2 lower levels. My mom worked in one of the lower levels. I'm not giving no details. You got that. So we're down there, we're walking. All the doors have like writing, symbols, whether it's a code thing, a fingerprint, fucking eyeball, whatever, you know, you gotta get into them through security somehow. You gotta scan some shit. This door specifically had buttons, so it was a code, and the symbol on it was the knight chess piece. I don't know what that means, but it sat with me. And it wasn't just like it was a familiar thing. It was just, for some reason, the horse and the knight chess piece, like, for what? What's in there? You know? And I've asked my mom. She says that she's not telling me nothing. She can never tell me nothing. They wouldn't have given her clearances if she was going to be telling shit. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. The one thing she does tell me is to not trust the people in charge. And I guess I'll share that with y'all.
That go for the left.
What would you assume is the most major threat on the world stage?
Definitely Russia.
Definitely Russia. Who else?
China.
Stop yelling at me, but China is a good answer. Venezuela? Anybody? Everybody's cool with Venezuela? No threat? Okay. Which one of these places can claim to have the largest oil deposit on the planet? More than Saudi? More than Iran? Wow. Okay, what about things like gold? More than all the mines in Africa combined? Venezuela is arguably the single greatest resource of oil and minerals on the planet. So, why is this country in the midst of one of the greatest humanitarian crises in modern history? On the news, they'll call it a crisis. But on the world stage, they'll call it a failed state. Other examples of a failed state in recent history are Yemen, Iraq, and Syria. And if that's not bad enough news for you, well, Venezuela is also the only one of these places within 30-minute range from the U.S. of next-gen nuclear missiles. You will not hear about any of this on the news because the biggest players on the world stage do not want you to. Russia, China, to never be the most major threat until countries like Venezuela leave the door open to our very own backyard.
I got so many questions off of that.
If you think what's going on in Venezuela is because Trump wants their oil, come have a seat. China depends on cheap oil from Venezuela, Iran, and Russia. Venezuela's now out, and China was getting about 400,000 barrels a day from them. China's been getting about 1.5 million barrels a day from Iran, but they've been actively protesting the regime. China has an oil reserve for about 90 days. If they stop getting oil from Venezuela and Iran, it goes down to about 45 days. That's not enough oil to handle a naval blockade. That means they're not capable of fighting a war. Now President Trump says he needs to take over Greenland. That would block China from getting oil from Russia's Arctic, the North Atlantic, and Europe. China imports about 70% of their oil. This would make oil very expensive, and it would hurt their economy. This has nothing to do with the US wanting to take over their oil. We have enough. This is a strategic puzzle piece so that China can't.
Do y'all think it's really about oil, or do y'all think it goes deeper than that? To the energy fields in Venezuela? Or do y'all think it's going down the same line of the Leviathan, the head of the snake at Venezuela, and the tail up by Greenland? Do y'all which rabbit hole do y'all think it is? I'm curious. Y'all let me know. I'm not sure. At this point, it's so much shit going around at this point. It's like, bro, I wouldn't be shocked if it was none of it and it was something else we missing. But I wouldn't be shocked if it was one of those things that everybody is naming. Let me know.
All I want to know is, why do people play with fate knowing that Lake Lanier is haunted? And not to mention that this was built over a flooded town in Georgia. Everybody knows that this is one of the deadliest lakes in America. But why do people still get in this 50s called Oscarville? I'm sure some of y'all know the stories and some of y'all don't. But this lake is haunted. Like, how could you want to swim in a lake that was built over towns and cemeteries? Like, you couldn't get me close to this Count me out. They even say it's still roads, buildings, and tombstones underneath this. With all the tragedy that this lake has caused, why would people still want to risk themselves getting into this?
Some of that I might have to take out, like the boat on fire.
In the 13th century, the Bishop of the Cathars surrendered himself to the king's men. But before he did, he gave them a prophecy that said, in 700 years, the Cathars will return when the laurels have turned green again. And this has mystified people because laurels are evergreens. Like bay laurels, they're always green. So what was he talking about? It was a metaphor, y'all. It was a metaphor for the Roman Empire. who wore laurels. So that's why Candace and I are looking at some of the very same players, and they're all around the Med. Guess where the Roman Empire was, y'all? All around Med. All around Central Europe, all around the Med. And that's exactly where this quote-unquote gang that Candace has found out about is running out of. So the laurels have turned green again. We have ourselves some new little emperors. And guess what? That means the Cathars are back. And that is their worst nightmare. Love y'all. Keep your head on a swivel.
Kansas City, Missouri, Mount Moriah. What is this place? Why is this stuff all over Missouri? Sphinx? Freemasons? What is this? Why is this here? This is Kansas City, Missouri. What even? How does this get here?
I don't get it. Because they own the Nile River. They changed the name of that muff.
This is an opera building, okay? Who would have their opera in this stone building? This building, it says, itself cost $7.5 million in 1861. 1861. $7.5 million. It also has $10 million worth of furniture. That's what it says on the back of here. And they say, this is the best. It was founded, right here, founded on the back. Founded, right? They found it, is what they did, in 1671. So you're telling me in 1671, someone built a $7.5 million building out of stone with $10 million worth of furniture. In 1671, they had this building. And then in 1875, they turned it into a theater. So 200 years later, they're like, yeah, there'll be a $7.5 million theater. And it talks about the staircases. It talks about, how everything was made out of colored marble and Corinthian columns. There was a green room for ballet, and it was for the opera. The Paris city has been reset many times, over and over and over again. And same with the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is an atmospheric energy antenna. There used to be an orb.
I wish he'd have kept going. But my thing is, I stand on this. The people who are in charge now, the royal families that we know of as the royal families, what I'm about to say is not true. It's all for entertainment. They were not in control or the first people here. There was someone else here before. We know who. We know what happened to them. I think some people just be in denial on who they are and what happened to them. And that's why they don't build like this now. And they did. They found it. Not founded. Not the way they worded. Not with ED. They found that thing. And they ended up taking it over. And that's why they don't build like that now. That's my opinion. But everything has a beginning. And everything has an end. So their time is coming.
I wanted to see what sound would look like if you could hold it in your hand. So I dropped a layer of sand on this plate and started sweeping through frequencies. At 56 Hertz, this beautiful 6-pointed pattern appeared. I grabbed a photo, pulled it into my modeling software, and started...
Prophecy is unfolding at a rapid pace. Have you seen this? Watch this, and then let's talk.
Neuralink to begin high-volume brain implant production this year. The company will also move to a streamlined, almost entirely automated surgical procedure in 2026, Elon Musk posted on X. Musk added that device threads will go through the dura without the need to remove it, referring to the brain's outer protective layer.
I'm telling you, the days are coming when you won't be able to buy or sell anything with at least that chip in your head or the mark on the hand. The beast system will be here soon. I was actually watching Charlemagne, Charlemagne, that guy with the radio show. He was asking the people on his panel, are you going to get it? And then they asked him, I don't know, are you? And he said, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. This is a young man who said that he believed in God. Folks, if you believe in God, don't take any of that stuff. They're going to make it look attractive. They're going to make it look like it's convenient for you. They're going to make it look like it's something you have to be with the in crowd. The in crowd you'll be with are the ones that are in hell. Don't take that mark. Do not do it. Remember, this is in prophecy. We have been forewarned, and don't take this thing that they have set up. Jesus is coming soon, and this is just another sign.
I mean, no disrespect, but that B system is already here, bro.
Gente, hay una extraña luz en el cielo de Bogotá. Es un aro verde y en el centro hay como una estructura. Esto no es ficción. Esto no es para nada ficción. Está pasando una nube, pero todavía se alcanza a ver el aro. Si alguien está viendo esto, por favor, también publiquen algo. Esto es muy raro, amigos. Es un aro verde en el cielo de Bogotá. ¿Qué diablos es esto, gente?
Translation, please. That shit looks crazy. We seen 3 before like that. What do y'all think?
If this is true, we are all doomed. Not only do I have to do the research on the miles of the cars, how many drivers, if there was any accidents, I have to pay attention to which brand of car I'm gonna buy, because if I don't, this will happen. And if this video does not get any views, if it's ineligible for For You, something is wrong. Share this video with someone you love, care, and respect. This is for entertainment purposes, educational purposes only. I'm curious to know what kind of car you drive and your thoughts after watching this video. Don't forget to save this video and write it down so you know from here on out. Let's stay safe, y'all.
Forget that the CIA can take over your car's steering at any moment. Yeah, look up Vault 7. These are released CIA documents. If you own an Audi, a BMW, a Jeep, a Ford, or a Honda, your car operates on the QNX system. So be careful what you say in your car. Literally. Anyways, this is my hybrid. And yeah, luckily I don't own one of those. But it does make you think. How many people have died in weird car accidents, right?
Oh boy. Y'all shouldn't have told me.
I guess that puts the whole sky is falling incident behind us once and for all. It could have...
No, it didn't. Oh, no, it didn't. Thank you, Chicken Little.
Closure?
This little guy's gonna do a lot of explaining for us.
Thanks. Thanks for the chance.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. What just occurred? Falling sky. Where did we see this last? Paradise. King Kong. Hunger Games. And there's a couple more I'll show later. But the crazy thing about this is
A piece of the sky? Shaped like a stop
it's
sign?
basically
Not again!
a chameleon. It changes colors, shapes to match its surrounding.
I heard you yell. I fell out of bed.
Huh? How'd you get over there?
All right. Where did it go? It's still there. So what if a piece fell from the sky and it didn't land on, it landed on the opposite side?
The same octagon shapes we saw in Paradise. King Kong. Hunger Games. Look at that. He's a genius.
I gotta call Abby.
Here we go again. Chicken Little. Hunger Games, King Kong, etc. There's our sunlight. That's the rail. And there's our sunlight. And above, that's what's holding the picture. He's smelling something. Right here, I wanted to say something. When they use, the reason why a lot of those big trees back in the day, I believe, are gone is because they use them, giants use them to fight off dragons and etc. Giant lizards and all of that. The trees was basically used just like King Kong's using it now for spears. And just like in Hunger Games, you gotta know who your enemies are. King Kong knew this was not an enemy. And Chicken Little. Paradise. Pixels.
And you find a weird lamp that looks like it's a leather skin lampshade.
It's like from the 40s. Yeah, this is before they discovered that game. Here. I'm not. It shows the designs of each of different scenes.
That is pretty neat.
See all the neat scenes?
Yeah.
I mean, this is unique.
Yeah.
An antique person would be coming for this. I look at this before I go.
Can you say Ed Gein?
Nuts. That's a special.
That looks like a dead body under the tree. Oh, Jesus. No lie. Look. Where? It's so cool, though. I mean, it's so unique.
Some interesting news has just hit my information portal. News coming from Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia. There are items that are flying out of the sky and hitting the ground. Some thought it was an earthquake, when in reality, after images were found, it looks as if a streak of or a ball of fire is coming from the sky, literally, and hitting specific destinations, and it is actually causing the ground to rumble and shake. And this has literally happened where my home is, and my children are reaching out to me to tell me that something is happening. And so now I thought I would just come on here and let you know that there are reports of not just this happening in Georgia, but it's also happening in Tennessee as well as Alabama. If you have any information, please share it with the community. If you just so happen to want to reach out and let me know if you've heard of anything or seen anything, please share that directly in my comments or in my inbox. Let's find out exactly what this is. If I find out anything, since I am at this conference, I'll be happy to share that. But definitely start getting that word out, because something is happening. And is it cosmic or what?
Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama. Did y'all see anything?
So our favorite reptile in space, Glorfin, has made a new video. And guys, okay, let's watch it together, okay?
Why is the human race still suffering? You have all this tech to help us, but instead you watch us suffer and give all that tech to our corrupt government.
Phenomenal question, Hatchet Man, and you chucked it right into the bullseye, and this answer queries some clarification.
First off, I know it was a long time ago, but do you remember what Earthlings did to the last guy who was sent to tell you the truth?
That's a hard one to watch play out over and over. If y'all always kill the messenger, then the Terabithians aren't too excited to send another. 3i Atlas is just coming back to Earth now after 25,000 years, and we've been too far away to affect anything on Earth, if we were even allowed. In your government's past, once they started setting off hundreds of the big ABs, they were contacted by two different groups. The Galactic Federation, who wanted your governments to share this knowledge and technology with all Earthlings and help you become a spacefaring civilization, and the Draco, who wanted to keep you under their illusions and take away even more of your power and continue to hide all this knowledge so you can't ascend.
Can you guess which one they chose? It was actually both. The Apollo program was the start of the spacefaring mission, starting off small.
But the corrupt factions of your government who worked with the Draco's agenda were in too deep, and thus the mission of Light and Love was aggressively sabotaged. And you may ask, why hasn't the Galactic Federation or our ascended ancestors intervened? And another good one would be, why haven't the Inner Earth civilizations done anything about the Draco, instead of hiding underground for thousands of years?
But that's a ponder for a different time. I have my own theories. But let's just say they are not as pious as they think. But when it comes to the Galactic Federation and our Terabithian ancestors, everything is governed by one all-powerful rule of the universe. Free will. All beings are governed by this rule, which is the exact same rule as karma, but like all criminals, they think they can bend the rules and get away with it. They try to get around this karmic rule by showing you what they are doing in movies and TV shows while pretending it's all fake. Therefore, they think that since you people don't rise up and stop them from doing it, then they are karmically absolved, which is of course ludicrous. And how would you ever know any of this when they've hidden and changed your history to the point where you don't know what to believe? But it is not all doom and gloom, Earthlings. There are good factions on Earth that are fighting and giving their lives for you, and you don't even know it. There is a protective barrier around your galactic region once again, and none are allowed in or out without the sphere beings and Terabithian approval. Thus, this positive Earth alliance of freedom-loving Earthlings have been rounding up the last of the Draco elite. We ran into this guy scurrying around on the way in, and he's a Draco general that was trying to get out before the solar flash. So we thought we'd help out and swooped him up before handing him off to Tier Air and the Sphere Being Alliance. There are a few baddies left lurking around, and some may be on your news all the time, and you would never know. They use a cloaking device to appear like normal humans, and the tech is so advanced that cameras can't even pick it up. But the veil will be lifted for all to see, and they will all be cleared out, so you can finally have full disclosure, and the world can begin to heal. And the Hatchet Man also said, after 5 rough years, we need more than another AI messiah or a trust me, bro. You're absolutely right, and that's exactly what I've been trying to tell you. No one is coming to save you. There is no second coming of Jesus. You would either worship him or crucify him like last time anyways. 3i Atlas is not coming to save you. Buddha isn't coming to save you. The Power Rangers won't save you. The Avengers won't. Zeus won't. Batman won't. Superman won't. Hell, even frickin' Gandalf won't come and save you. You know who's gonna save you? It's you, bro. And it's all Earthlings like you who have a burning desire to make a change. If enough Earthlings decide to make a change, then anything is possible. And people in your government know the truth, but still won't tell you. It's time for that to end. They fear the strength of a united people full of love that demand change and an end of the era of lies and deceit. Our Terabithian family will only reveal their true selves to those who would never worship them or our creator. It's actually very sad when you think about it. Most all religions teach to fear and worship God, when in reality, you cannot ascend if you think that way at all. As Gandalf would say, none shall pass. So good, those are my favorites. All God wants is you to know that you are one with the Creator and the universe.
We are one Earthling family, with every plant and blade of grass, every molecule of water, air, and earth, every ray of sunlight. Everything that you can feel, hear, taste, and touch is also sentient. and one with all of us. Alrighty, Earthlings, that's all for now. Keep connecting to our Terabithian family. They are eager to talk to you again, and we are all one. Peace and love.
Okay, Glorfin, like same. Like same. So like what are you guys thinking about Glorfin? Still, I know a lot of you liked him. Feeling his content and everything like that. I am too. I am too. It's like pretty right on what I pretty much think. You know what I'm saying? Or do we think it's some insider? Or could it be an alien using AI still? What are we thinking now? What are we thinking now about Glorfin? Especially after all that he went through. I don't know, I'm digging it. I'm gonna be real, I'm digging it. Okay, alright, bye.
Spam it up if you agree. If y'all want to be the change. If y'all want to see change in the world. Better yet, be the change to make the world a better place. Spam it up. Let's make change if that's what you really want. Spam it up, man. Let me know. I agree.
Go read the Bible and you will see that they never mention these beautiful creatures right here. These healing creatures right here. These cats have 9 lives and they can heal you from the vibration of their purr. That's why they don't mention these beautiful creatures right here in the Bible. But you know who did? Them same Egyptians with the ancient bloodline that you come from. The ancient blood that them ancient Egyptians have, you have that running in your veins. What you think, you died out?
Police stop you and tell you to put your phone down, they hoping that you don't know the law. Under Civil Rights Law 79-P, you have the absolute right to film an officer, any police in public, as long as you don't physically interfere. That means recording from a sidewalk, your car window, your hallway, even a porch is legal. NYPD cannot grab your phone, order you to delete footage, or stop you from documenting. If they say, turn that camera off, here's what you could respond with. I'm exercising my rights under Civil Rights Law 79-P. I'm not interfering, I'm documenting for safety. Hold your phone horizontal. Capture the badge, the body cam, the tone, the crowd that's there. If they try to take it, that is seizure without a warrant. And you could file with the CCRB, and most CCRB complaints end up in settlements because they don't want to investigate. Especially if they're trying to cover their badge, zoom in on their uniform number, the voice, the patrol car. Anything that could be traceable. When you arrested for filming, 9 out of 10 cases get dismissed because law favors transparency. Women in particular especially face this intimidation. Filming flips the power. Even if they lie on paperwork, your video becomes truth. That speaks when you can't. Share this because filming is power.
Watch your drink. Hey, how you doing? I'm Mike. Man, I don't think the Steelers are going to make it into the playoffs. How do you get TikTok famous? Man, I don't know. Man, this house party's lit. This popcorn kernel is way bigger than Never come back to a drink if you've left it unattended. Just buy another one. Use a napkin or your hand to cover your drink. Pro tip, a Starbucks lid will fit the top of this solo cup. Instant free drink cover that's probably in the floorboard of your car. Park in a well-lit area. Plan your Uber ride in advance. It's worth the extra money. Carry pepper gel at minimum. Share your location with a trusted friend. Have a sober person backup in case your plans fall through the floor. If you need some pepper gel, links in the bio. Be aware and be safe.
704 that I'm terrified of the ocean is this video. I literally almost pooped my pants. I had to watch the video like 3 times to see, but once I saw, no beach for me, thank you. Trigger warning, thalassophobia, big time.
Some say this could be a sea.
Did you see that thing? Did you see how big it was? A sea serpent. I have never heard of a sea serpent that big. Go back and watch it again if you didn't see. You gotta look hard. Now, that's not even the scariest part. Let's go to the end of the video. Did you see that? Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it at the end? I was like, no freaking way. Just in case you didn't catch it, here is a nice little still shot of it. What is that? It's a no for me, y'all. Like, I don't want to know. Y'all know on this channel we have already discussed that space is at the bottom of the ocean and that the space that NASA is trying to tell us about is a fraud because of the firmament that God placed above us. Mind y'all, this is where people can go. Like, this isn't at the bottom of the ocean where our heads will explode. If this is what is in the ocean where we can actually reach, I don't want to know. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to smell it. Now, I already know what some of you guys are going to say. Is this the Leviathan? I don't think so. I mean, look at the size of its head. That's definitely crazy big, but I don't think it's anywhere near as colossal as the Leviathan would be. If you look at the Google map, this is said to be the Leviathan on Google Maps. Now, this is literally like Google Earth. Look how big that head is just looking at it. Imagine what it actually is in real life. There's no way that that is the Leviathan. Like, it's way too small. It's still big enough for me to say it's a no for me. I'm good. It is crazy because I find the ocean to be so beautiful to look at and calming. But the more I find out, the more I'm realizing that that's just, no, I'm okay. Also, I went on a cruise and I just now found out that my cruise ship went near the Bermuda Triangle, and that freaked me out. I was like, wait a minute. I did not consent to be going near these portals, okay? Even though technically I did consent to it because I signed the papers, but still they shouldn't have played me like that. Anyway, y'all, I'm so happy that 80,000 of you think just like me, because I never have anyone to talk to about this stuff. But I'm terrified of the day that my video ends up on the wrong side of TikTok and people just start flaming me, because I know it's coming at some point.
How they film it then and it didn't attack the people filming?
Could you handle a night security job being in the mall all alone?
On everything, bro. I just heard a group of kids laughing. Where the hell the kids at? What the bro, no, I'm not tripping, bro. I just heard a whole bunch of kids laughing, bro. You hear that shit? What the bro, I'm in the mall by myself. Where's that shit coming from? I know y'all heard that shit. Bro, what the I'm about to get up out this bitch. What the is that? What is that? Staring right at me. Right there. My heart beating fast as bro. I'm scared as there's a person right there in a red shirt right in front of me. Right there, y'all see him. There's a person right there. Bro, what the going on? He just standing there. So he's just standing there, bro.
How would you handle this situation?
Bro. I'm out of here.
I ain't see nobody. Man, I got so many.
Can we all agree that Ryan Garcia seen a lot of shit that he was not supposed to see in his lifetime? This man has said numerous times that he's seen aliens and people don't believe him. Look at this shit though.
Wait, have you ever seen aliens before? Yes.
Bro? Mind you, we taking a lot of
Okay, how did you see the aliens?
Oh man, it was in a sleep paralysis state and it was watching my body.
Listen.
He believes that to be true.
Now, remember when he was about to fight Devin Haney? And he was just blurting shit out and people was like, Ryan tripping. Ryan crazy. Before the Epstein file shit, Ryan Garcia was trying to expose the elites. So much so that people tried to silence him. People tried to say, oh, he was on meds. Oh, he crazy. Oh, he just doing it for the fight. Now, while he's taking a lie detector test, he said he's seen aliens, which he said he's seen before. This man said it happened while he was having sleep paralysis. And y'all don't believe him? But this is typically how shit goes. Y'all go down rabbit holes after rabbit holes after rabbit holes. But when people are telling you the truth, you don't believe them. Ryan Garcia seen some shit. Ryan Garcia knows some things, and that's why they be trying to keep this man quiet. Y'all remember what he said about the elites, right? Y'all remember what he said about that place they go to, right? And y'all remember who he said was at that place they go to, right? Yeah, okay. I'm out.
This user claims to show proof that in Arizona they are destroying ancient petroglyphs and history as they are blowing up rock formations.
Check this out, people. I don't know why, but they are blowing these petroglyphs. Check out the drill holes. Check out the drill holes. I don't know why. Check out the drill holes. There are the drill holes. And there's a petroglyph right there. A blasted petroglyph. Why are they blowing these damn petroglyphs up? It's your older homie, Mr. Black, aka the South Mountain guy. Go with Jesus, stay with God. Peace be your journey, and remember, Jesus loves you. Peace.
Here are some of the petroglyphs that he has documented that are no longer there. It's strange how they would eliminate history like this. We don't have too many places like this on Earth where we still have remnants of past lives, and they'll let it go, probably to build a parking lot. But here's another story out of mysterious Arizona.
Check this out. So yesterday, I was sitting on the bottom of this mountain right here, and it sounded like a door shut, or like if you ever heard an aluminum industrial door just bong, like it rings after it shuts. And it scared me, because I was just sitting right here. But if you look up, let me see if I can zoom in. I can't zoom in. But that's a door right there. I'm thinking that's a door, man. Now, I'm sure you've seen all these videos where they find the doors on the side of the mountain. But I swear to God, I heard something shut. When I looked up, I was looking at that. And I'm looking at it, and it looks like a door to me. So my only inclination is to climb back up there and check it out. Let's do it.
He actually said he heard the door shut. What do you think? I would definitely want to explore this unanswered universe.
Y'all remember that second clip? I remember that shit. I forgot about that.
Tower of Babel, Leaning Tower of Pisa, Tower of Babel, quantum computer towers. If you don't know what quantum computers do, they assess probability before reality even forms. They assess all possible outcomes, decide the best one, and make it happen through likely 6G that's about to be deployed. I think this is a system that ties in CERN, AI, and like nano dust and other things of that nature. But look at the structure, right? So this alters reality, or like that's its intended goal. This is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the baptism building, and behind it is the cathedral. My personal opinion, this was the Tower of Babel. They've like rebuilt it in some way because it was made with bitumen, which is waterproof. And I think that this was on top of here and that this was the very top of it, because they literally say themselves that this is supposed to represent heaven. And if you look at the inside, it's literally all about the Queen of Heaven, aka Catholic Mary, who's not really Mary. It's the harlot from Revelation masquerading. She's being crowned, which is like one of the mysteries of the rosary. So I think that's why they call it heaven. And if you look at the panels on the top, it's literally set up in a way where it's like very clearly meant to mimic the firmament. So my theory is that this was all like one piece and it got knocked down, and they tried to like preserve it by like building around it and like rebuilding it, but it's finally now like just about to really fall over. What's interesting about it is when you look into this, it has what seems like the capabilities to like do something with frequency. The inside of all of them has perfect geometry, and in the basement there's an anti-gravity device. I went to grab a screenshot of what I was talking about and it's nowhere to be found. I did a video on this like a year ago with all of the receipts. Does anybody remember what I'm talking about? Am I experiencing like a Mandela effect? Has anybody else heard this, or has anybody seen my video? Am I losing my marbles? Quantum computers operate around point zero. meaning that they can levitate. Okay, so why did God put the firmament? To separate the waters above from the waters below, to separate the heavens from the earth, a boundary between realms. They were trying to build a tower to the heavens, or to breach the heavens, the firmament. Quantum computers literally breach the boundary. They breach reality. They literally break classical physics. We've all seen the videos of the SpaceX rockets grazing the firmament and the waters coming down. In the past year, SpaceX started putting quantum computers in all of their rockets that they're launching. They are doing a lot of launches, and they are always at ley line vertices. It's blowing my mind that not only is it like the days of Noah, but we're seeing every single thing that caused judgment happening all at once.
And her content is legendary. Every time she gets on the screen, I learn new shit every time. She's a legend. Y'all go run her up. But I would say I seen a comment and somebody said, and again, this one really hits my nerve. Aliens are fallen angels because God put the firmament so nothing can go up and above and beyond that, this and that and the third. Bro, has an alien grabbed a kid up? Are the missing people because of aliens? Or are they because of other shit? So who really the fallen angels? You quick to call some shit that ain't never did nothing to you or to nobody you love, or got you working a 9 to 5, or got you paying taxes, but some people do, and you letting their ass off the hook, and you ain't once said that they a fallen angel. You ain't once been rebellious towards them, but you rebellious and gonna be ready to fight towards some shit that you see in the sky. That blows my mind. To me, that's a cop-out. You quick to blame it on some shit that you ain't met, but the shit that's right in front of you, the people going missing and the kids is can't even say the word, bro. You ain't even holding them people accountable. You ain't heard of the shows? Like the underwater tunnel systems that they use to get from one area to up there? Bro, I don't know. Just because humans don't understand it, they automatically think that they fear it. That shit pisses me off.
This is a PSA. Never break the rules of the Appalachia. This guy was out in his front yard late one night in the Appalachian Mountains when this happened.
You alright?
Out of nowhere, a loud, piercing, blood-curdling scream, unmistakably like that of a woman, ripped through the air, so sharp and so intense that it scared the crap out of both him and his dog, and sent them running back inside the house in a panic. Now sure, you could argue it was a wild animal like a bobcat or a mountain lion. Even foxes can make some pretty disturbing sounds. But here's the thing, the Appalachia is infamous for its deep, dark woods, its isolation and creepy legends, and random unexplained screams in the middle of the night are kind of a thing here. People hear them all the time, and a lot of locals say they're not always coming from animals, but something, not from the living. So what do you think he really heard out there that night?
Why is it that Appalachia is so crazy?
Anybody else watch the Appalachia videos? Because I get in my bed, rub my feet together, and I find me a good old Appalachia video to watch. Last night I just seen one with this boy, right? He said he was driving home from work. It was late at night. Had his windows down, truck going, and the hills were dark. Like he was going up and down a hill, up and down a hill, down the street. He said, and then on his left, there was like a steep hill, but there was houses on top of the hill, but it was super dark. All you could see was the lights from the house, right? So he's like, as he's driving, right, all he got is his headlights and the lights from the house from afar. This boy said he hears a do-do-do-do-do-do coming towards his truck. Like the sound progressively gets louder as it comes towards his truck. That boy said he looked to his left, and to his left, approaching his vehicle at a high rate of speed, was what looked like a deer on two legs, standing on two, and his neck was broken, and he was running at him. Bruh, when I say that's crazy, he said he hit the gas. That's all he knew how to do, was hit the gas. But when he looked back, he didn't see it no more. When he looked back, he didn't see that deer no more. He said it happened twice on two different occasions. The second time, it was in front of his vehicle with a broken neck on all fours. He said so he plowed hit the speed and honked at it, and it took off into the woods. But it's just crazy how people choose to live in the Appalachia. Like, y'all know this stuff be going on. Y'all know the resources are very, very thin. And y'all still choose to live in the Appalachian Mountains. I seen another video with another woman, and I'm like, why don't y'all just leave? But anyways, I'm gonna find me a few good videos, and it's gonna help me go to bed.
Nah, man. Hey, listen. The U.S. got some shit going on, bro. Now, we already talked about the Eye of the Dragon being in Venezuela and why they taking over that land. Now, how about they want to take over Greenland? Now, I know y'all know about Greenland. I know y'all know about that Kwale P-Luke that's under that ice sheet in Greenland. That motherfucker supposed to be breaking as well. The U.S. is trying to control. Nah, I don't know this shit for real, y'all. I'm asking y'all. Do y'all know about the Kwale P Lake that's under the ice sheet in Greenland? Do y'all know about? Are y'all here? Man, do y'all homework? Look at this, man. Do y'all homework on what's trying to break from under that ice over there? And now the U.S. talking about going over there getting that land. Bro, they trying to keep everything. They trying to keep everything spiritual under wraps. Yeah. I'm out. I'm out for real this time, y'all. I'm out. I'm high. I'm out.
What if whatever they trying to control remembers that they might be the reason that put it in the freezer?
We in TikTok. In Nashville. If y'all got a Walmart, I said we in TikTok.
That shit is blowing us.
No, scratch that. My bad. We in Walmart. And it's this toy. And you can't tell me this shit ain't demonic. Hold on.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
It's supposed to be by itself, right? What the hell? And it's still going. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping or not. My wife finna go all the way down there and we finna see something. Hold on.
Don't pick one of them up.
I was born, raised, and still live here in the Appalachian Mountains. I want to share with y'all the warnings that I was told growing up to help keep you safe in the mountains. They get a little weird, but just bear with me. These rules have been passed down for generations and generations. Close all your windows and curtains at sunset. Do not whistle. Don't look up in the trees and don't look into the tree line. Try not to go outside at night alone if you can help it. And I was always told to never go into the woods alone at night. If you hear something weird, no you didn't. If you see something weird, no, you didn't. If you hear somebody calling your name, if you know that person's not with you or out in the woods with you during that time, no, you didn't. You heard nothing. Anytime I've shared these warnings before, this one really bothers people the most. But if something starts to chase you out in the woods, do not run. And the reason behind that one is because running initiates the predator versus prey instinct. So it kind of just becomes a game for them at that point. And if you're ever out in the woods and all the wildlife falls silent, like all the bugs and the birds and everything just goes quiet, you should turn around and make your way back to your car. But don't run. There's always people in my comments saying, don't believe her, this is bullcrap. There's always just as many comments saying that they heard the same things growing up, or that they've experienced things for themselves that make them realize why the warnings are there. And honestly, there are more. I've done videos like this before, but it's been a while, so let me know if you want a part 2.
This video is only for the woke people. This is only for the conspiracy theorists. I don't want to hear nothing from the non-believers in the comments, alright? Alright. Y'all, we need to talk about Venezuela. We need to talk about the dragons. We need to talk about Trump. We need to talk about how everything is correlating. All right, so for the past 2 to 3 hours, I've been seeing the conspiracy content creators all up and down my FYP talking about Venezuela, the president and his wife being captured by Trump, right? They said that we sit on a dragon. This is like an old theory, y'all. They said that we sit on top of a dragon. I don't know if it's Leviathan. I don't know what the name is. But they said that the eyeball of the dragon that we sit on is Venezuela, or Venezuela sit on top of the eyeball. And they said that since the dragon is waking up. That's why it's so much commotion and drama happening in Venezuela, allegedly. And they said that's why they trying to get to it, y'all. They said that's why we trying to capture it, allegedly. We trying to capture Venezuela. What that got to do with us, what the eyeball got to do with anything, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if it's a metaphor, y'all, and we thinking literally, like maybe the eye is just, what is it called? The masses awakening, or if it's an actual eyeball of a dragon that Venezuela sit on. But anyways, they saying that this has something to do with why we trying to get Venezuela, we trying to take over it. And they said that the oil that they trying to get from there is really the dragon blood. Y'all, is this metaphors or is this literal? I usually be with all the conspiracies, but right now, this is one of the theories that I'm not really comprehending like that, y'all. Only for the woke people and the conspiracy theorists. I don't want to hear nothing from the non-believers in these comments, y'all. Don't piss me off today. We got serious things to piece up and figure out. All right? So I need y'all to tell me what Venezuela got to do with the dragons. And I have been getting a lot of signs of dragons, y'all. I don't know. We got to start seeing them in the sky. I don't know if that's why they clouding. Are they seed clouding? It's been gloomy. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're trying to cover up the skies. But earlier today, I seen a big rainbow. And it wasn't raining. And then I started seeing like dragons. Not real dragons, but I started seeing like statues of dragons everywhere. I don't know if it was because I just got aware of a dragon. Anyways, y'all, somebody come down here in these comments and let me know what's tea. Let me know what's tea. Okay? Only for the believers. I don't want to hear nothing from you non-believers. Go listen to some celebrity gossip, okay? Okay. Yeah. And this is all allegedly, y'all. All allegedly for entertainment purposes, okay?
I got to ride with her. Because I asked the same thing. I was like, wasn't months ago, maybe a year ago, did they or did they not bomb a certain area in Venezuela where the snakehead was? If I'm not mistaken. When they bombing in that area, let me know if they was. Matter of fact, Detta even used to speak on this constantly, bro. And he was getting his whole pages taken down for talking about this shit. So now we in 2026 and it's all coming to... I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's for oil. I don't know. I asked y'all earlier. Y'all spam it up and let me know y'all thoughts. I'm in the dark with this one where I'm just kind of like, I don't know, bro. I can see all them situations happening and I can see us missing something.
The symbol is an ancient sign, an ancient symbol, and has nothing to do with... Yeah, it stands for permanent victory. Self plus realize plus God. That's what it stands for. Okay? See right here? Self, realize, God. Permanent victory. Has nothing to do with racism. Has nothing to do... It's crazy how people would turn such a beautiful symbol into a symbol of hate. So now you know where the swastika symbol came from. Peace. I love you. Oh, and TikTok, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only.
What if I told you there was a movie that came out in 2005? My husband talks about it all the time. I actually just watched it yesterday for the first time. But he's been telling me this whole time, Tony, you need to watch this movie because, like, it kind of, like, encapsulates everything that's going on right now. Okay, so yesterday I watched Idiocracy. Tell me why. Go watch the movie and come talk to me afterwards because, like, is this play about us?
No, as soon as you stopped recording, dude, there goes another one. I just seen two go by. You need to record, dude. They're going like forward and then backwards, and they're like spaced. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. This is not like those party beams in front of a building, casino that crisscross. I've never seen anything that could do something like this. I'm baffled. Absolutely baffled.
Can we get some answers on what this is before we forget all about it and get no answer?
Can I show him where we at? Can I show him, Donnie? Can I show them? Damn, I ain't never seen it like this. This shit so damn loud.
We have a waterfall in the Bay Area? Where? Let me know.
That's some scary shit. Get out of here.
Y'all fell for it once again, didn't y'all? Y'all dropped the ball once again, didn't y'all? So maybe they should have dropped that ball in New York, because y'all really believe this is just about oil? Did y'all really think it was just about drugs? Didn't we tell y'all that these people are just actors on the world stage, and when they're telling you something in the mainstream media, there's actually something else going on in the background? Didn't we tell y'all? Didn't I show you guys what's in the waters of Venezuela? Do you guys see that outline out there? You guys see that big snake dragon looking outline in the waters of Venezuela and Haiti, Puerto Rico, Jamaica out there? Do you guys see that? Do you guys know what this is? Because this right here is what got my main TikTok account shut down in the first place. Y'all really think it's about drugs? Okay, well, let's just say that this is about drugs and we're going to believe Donald Trump. You see, I deal with numbers. I don't believe what men and women say. I study gematria. Do you guys want to see what word lines up with drug and gematria? Look at this. Levi and drug give you the same numerical value in the same cipher. Hold on, look at this. Y'all not going to tell me y'all don't see that giant python, snake, dragon being in the water right there. Y'all not gonna tell me, and then for it to match up in gematria, y'all still don't believe me with the numbers? Okay, what is Venezuela known for? A lot of you guys might say crude oil, right? You are actually correct. What if I told you crude oil was code word for something else? Huh? What is that? Look at this, y'all. Hold on. You guys want to know why you know absolutely nothing about your government and why they've been supporting other countries except for ours? It's because they've been speaking in code this whole time. Can somebody please help me understand why? Why the two most prominent reasons why Donald Trump went after the president of Venezuela has to do with the archetype of Leviathan in gematria. And then when you look in the waters of Venezuela, you clearly see what appears to be a Leviathan. Y'all, I'm telling you guys right now, the world is a stage and something bigger is happening that we're not being told. I want y'all to remember what the archetype of the Leviathan means and to understand that we do not have DNA, we have DEA. If you know, then you know. I can go so much deeper into this, but I'm not going to. All I gotta say is the world is a stage. JFK Airport, just effing kidding, right? It's too deep, y'all. It is too deep. Just know that the world is a stage and something bigger is happening behind the scenes. You're just watching a play in real time and you're supposed to decipher what it means. But let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
The part I didn't like is they put the president in a damn Nike tech, like just to get the attention of people who wear Nike techs. Come on, bro. Because if he hadn't been wearing a Nike tech, you know how many people wouldn't be talking about this shit even? Like a certain community of people? Bro, people wouldn't be talking about that shit if he hadn't been up in there. This certain group of demographics, I should say. But didn't I say the head was somewhere in Venezuela and didn't they bomb that area? Like either last year, may even have been 2025. Y'all let me know. Spam up y'all thoughts and opinions. I'm curious to hear it. I feel like they playing with our perception right now.
And the weirdest thing has just now happened. Jeff was like, oh my gosh, did you see that? I said, no. He said, go around the house and look. And the weirdest thing, this is what we saw. And if you can explain it for me, please do.
What in the world? This is staying still. This is just... None of the other ones are doing this. What?
So you see this girl here, you know, smiling at the cameraman, and then the cameraman is going to turn over to the left. You see another person, and you see a person in the kitchen in the background. Now watch the window in the kitchen in the background. Watch as he's opening the fridge and bends down. You see what appears to be a man walk across the window, and then they run over without cutting. They run into the room and turn the light on, and there's nobody in there. Not only is there not anybody in there, but it appears to be a dead end part of the house, right? So let's watch that again, and let's pause on the zombie man, and let's just take a look at the zombie man here for a second, right? All right, so you see, it appears to be a man. You see the head, you can make out the face, the hair, you can make out the shirt, and he walks by the window. The person filming freaks out, shakes the camera. You don't see the man anymore. They run in there. Now, here's what I will say, all right? When they go into the room, you'll notice there is a brief moment of time where the screen goes fully black. Anytime you're watching one of these videos and it seems to be a continuous clip, if there's ever a moment where the screen goes fully black, that is a moment where they could easily hide a jump cut. That is very possible. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but what I am saying is these are the kind of things that you got to pay attention to and keep in mind whenever you're watching these types of videos. I want to know in the comments down below, what do you think about this video? Do you think that they actually caught a zombie-looking ghostly apparition in their house on camera, or do you think it was just a man and they faked the whole thing?
How you doing? Oh, just some cruisers, man. That's crazy shit. This guy's crawling at me like it's goddamn. What's up, dude?
I would have been got going as soon as he got on all fours. That ain't normal.
You're gonna see a static security camera image. You're gonna see a cat. So here comes a cat walking across the screen, just kind of hanging out, wispy, floating looking apparition, floating around very erratically, right next to the car, moving around very erratically. It kind of smoky looking, wispy looking, translucent, and then it disappears. So again, kind of a white, smoky, wispy, translucent looking thing, apparition, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, and it's kind of erratically moving around. Very interesting. It's you know, it's not moving around like something that's just floating in front of the screen, right? Regardless, I do believe they caught something on camera. Whether it's a bug or whether it actually is something paranormal, I will leave that up to you. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this clip? Do you think that that wispy, smoky thing is a bug or a spider web, or do you think they actually caught some weird paranormal apparition on camera? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Okay, so did y'all know that there's a sovereign state that has no land, no borders, and almost no citizens except for 3 people, the Grand Master, Grand Commander, and Grand Chancellor, and it's connected to the Vatican? This place still exists till today, and most people have never even heard of it. It's called the Sovereign Military Order of Malta, and it is recognized by over 100 nations, and might I say, very well connected. Here's the part that messes with people, because the Order of Malta has no territory. However, it's considered a sovereign entity under international law, which means that it can move like a country without owning any land. So this has just buildings. It's just buildings, and guess what? It's considered a country, but where are the buildings? In Rome. Somehow they're able to issue passports, coins, and official stamps, and they have diplomatic relations with over 100 countries, as well as permanent observer status within the United Nations. How? And when it comes to their headquarters, like I said, it's just a few buildings in Rome that are considered legally extraterritorial, meaning that they act like embassies, but they're under the spiritual authority of the Vatican while remaining somehow politically independent. That speaks volumes, because the real tea is when you start to look into who is connected to the Order of Malta, the rabbit hole runs very deep. And the wild part is, this order was started over 1,000 years ago, meaning it survived empires, wars, and revolutions, and still exists to this day with global access and immunity. Okay, clock that. Craziest part is you have to ask yourself, what kind of medieval order still would hold international power in a modern world? There's something deeper going on, right? Or am I overthinking it? Because these are my personal opinions. I can't confirm or deny any information. This is all alleged, but let me know what you think about this. And if you've never heard about the Order of Malta, save this video, go look into it, come back back, share your thoughts. Whatever else I find out, I will be back. But this is absolutely insane, because when you start to look into the names and the people that are somehow connected, it's all high-powered people. And when I say when you look into the documentaries behind it, all lock and key, completely mum. Like, you can't find out what's going on inside. And there doesn't seem to be any tours. And when it comes to those passports, it seems as if that's invitation only too. So the fact that it's connected to the Vatican in and of itself speaks volumes. But whatever else I find out, I'll be back. Like, follow, stay for some more tea. Also, link is in the bio if you want to join a private group chat. And long form content is launching on YouTube January 2026.
If you look like me, this is not the time for you to be going to the hospital. I repeat, this is not the time to be going to the hospital. We already knew that they didn't give a fuck about us. But now, more than ever, they don't give a fuck about us. And if you have no family, you have no loved ones, and you made the mistake of saying that you were an organ donor, baby, it gets even worse for you. Buckle up, because yeah, we're about to cut to a clip with a man running down the street, booty bucket naked with nothing but the hospital gown, saying that they're trying to take my organs. If you don't believe me, just watch. Here we go.
Shocking news. A 42-year-old mechanic escaped from a hospital in the northern United States in a state of panic, shouting, "They want to take my organs." At first, police believed he was delirious after a minor accident, but 2 hours later, a raid changed everything. The man, Mark Delcourt, was admitted for a minor injury, but his file had been altered to irrecoverable, and he was moved to a technical/maintenance wing. The doors were locked. The cameras were turned away. Mark heard two people whispering, "No family, we start tonight." In panic, he ripped out his IV, crawled into a ventilation duct, and escaped. Police thought he was still panicking, but Mark insisted there are more people alive in there. At 0047, a special tactical unit raided the basement. They found 4 patients strapped down, one lying on a table next to a tray of surgical tools stained with dried blood. Behind a false wall, they discovered a secret room containing 6 unregistered medical refrigerators and 28 files marked with a red X. The American public is in shock.
See, we already knew what was in that mystery meat. In fast food chains, this is the time. Now, more than ever. Medicinal, artillery, gardening, communing, holistic, alternative lifestyle. Yeah. That needs to be on the front of the mind, okay? And you need to be implementing it. Foraging and all. Yes. This was a grown man. God forbid if he had been out of it. And for everybody that is saying that you want to be an organ donor, an organ donor in America, it's not safe. It's not safe. We already know this is nothing but a laboratory. And if you don't see who's the rats, if you aren't connecting the dots to see what the powers that be, what they truly are, the things that were released in those Epstein files, it's worse than them just being. They allegedly eat people. I mean, come on.
Y'all, I'm sitting here watching Austin Powers. I don't know why I wanted to watch Austin Powers, but anyways, I never noticed this. Please watch. Does that say Diddy on Dr. Evil Booty? Cause that say Diddy. Now wait a minute. This movie came out in 2000 what? Something ain't right.
I used to think you were crazy. Now I can see it.
This is crazy.
Never knew that.
Shit. Dude. Where's that tattoo? Let me see this shit. Yeah. Get the in your truck and get the out of this city, dog. Dude. I mean it, bro. Don't make me get on the phone and start calling people, because I'll have half the city come down here and take you the
Well, dude, I'm not even from nowhere around. We just come.
Get in your truck and leave. Your whole crew now?
No, man, we're not even from here.
Where the rest of them at?
Texas.
Yeah?
No, they're not.
Go back to Texas.
Dude, I had this done years ago.
I know, and it's still on your face,
because
bro.
I ain't had no
I
time
seen
to
that
change
before. I seen your eyes, dog. Get the out of my city or I will end you. Look at this not piece of shit walking down Glendale, bro. Yeah, get the on. I see you, doggy. You're not gonna long in this city, boy.
Damn. Out in Texas, though?
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. This is the most demonic shit I done seen all week. Now, as y'all can see, this man is clearly holding a chicken, right? Now, I'm pretty positive 95% of my followers do not gut their own chickens. Clean it and serve it for dinner, right? Now, look at this next picture, but I'm not gonna stay on it too long.
Now, some of that I gotta bleep out. It was the heart of the chicken, actually heart, and it was some look like blood inside of a glass. Now, that part I gotta keep out. Everything else I'm gonna try to keep in. One of the clips I probably cut out, it was 2 doves, no longer, and I already got in trouble for animal shit. Like, yeah, I already took some heat for that before, so we won't put that back out. But yeah, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this. Do y'all kids yell that 2 numbers?
What are you guys doing? What is going on? Why is it circling? Whoa. What? Oh. It's gonna fall through. What are you doing? Yeah. So it's moving this way.
I wanted to see him touch it, put something up to it, something. I wanted to see what it did. It looked like something. It looked like something's cloaking. I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. I had to come through with a longer video. I told y'all we're gonna start getting them longer again. Bear with me. But I hope y'all like today's rollout. I hope everybody doing good. I hope everybody got a productive day going. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching your TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. I love y'all, Collective. So I'll see everybody in the next one. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account, sheesh, at the amount.